Hey guys, DC here, and this is my review on Spidersaurs for the Apple Arcade on Apple TV. Alright, so the game's loaded up here, and again, the name of this game is Spidersaurs, which sounds like a pretty bad movie, but we can modify the effects, the music, and the voice within the options menu here. And you'll see once we get into this game, it is pretty funny, but they haven't really sort of developed, I guess, story, intro, plot line, like a lot of kind of cool dialogue here that starts you off for the game. I think I'm going to go with Victoria instead of Adrian, but they are kind of like a duo. But if you're playing one player, you can do you choose one of them to proceed with.
Sure hope they pay overtime.
But again, this is a two-player game. So the game starts off with kind of
if we could move this along.
it starts off with how our heroes per se kind of get into the situation. So
I'm not so sure that
we are kind of lured in by an internship, which we'll see here in a little bit in the dialogue.
Ah, tish tosh. No need to worry.
But yeah, this game, again with this dialogue, it kind of gives me that, Jurassic Park type feel. Obviously with Soars, part of it, which is, obviously a postfix on dinosaurs. But you can see here, Adrian is a pizza delivery guy, but he's also apparently going through training for the academy to become an officer. So yeah, the game starts off with a lot of this dialogue here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Adrian's saying he's a police officer in training,
If we could all take our
but he has bills to pay. So the thing is, yeah, you don't get compensated during training, and so apparently he's here to earn money for, I think, the internship, and also he's earning money as a delivery guy.
Still binding.
Yes, well, as you know, Ingest Corporation is the world leader in next
Ingest Corporation, right? So again, this corporation has been doing some experiments, probably illegally. You can see here they've combined spiders and dinosaurs.
Sorry.
And I guess what was that, 8 legs potentially on a dinosaur.
At any rate,
And I don't know if they weren't trying to create a park, but it looks like they're trying to, again, offer some sort of alternative food source, like more like kind of different kind of meat.
They escaped. What? We have them.
You see that Triassic tip steak, Jurassic pork, Cenozoic alternatives. So they're thinking, okay, we have dinosaurs, we have spiders, to be able to offer more food. How about we combine the dinosaurs and spiders, which, obviously is a crazy sort of experiment to try to conduct in a laboratory. But that's basically the dialogue here that's kind of going back and forth. They've been doing some testing, and then obviously the testing kind of gets out of control here.
Thank you. I'm sure some of
But
you
obviously
remember
they're
some
looking
odd
for,
side effects you encountered in our early tests.
I guess, some sort of money, income, whatever it may be, with this creation.
This is quite
And,
simply because
it gets out of
earliest
hand.
samples altered the DNA of the host.
So people who have been tested as far as eating, this new meat, this Spidersaur meat, have started to kind of go through some weird changes within their body.
Locked deep within your genetics may be the exact
So they're
gift
showing
that
what,
will
like
allow
a
us to
DNA strand, I think it
resolve our
is,
current predicament.
whatever you want to call it.
But not all of you, alas. So you might ask, how do I know if it's me? If I'm the one chosen by nature to bail out Ingest? Over the course of the next few
So
years, you will undergo
these
a
scientists and
variety of
researchers
tests,
have it in their mind that
physical and
they've,
molecular, to
I don't
determine
know, they're doing something good here. They are helping humanity by developing kind of more meat with their experiments, but obviously they're probably just in it to try to get rich, right? So that's the way that it's set up here.
Congratulations! You've been selected.
Okay, so
from
it
an
looks like the
exclusive
other
list of
applicants in
applicants
this
to serve as
room,
our
or
elite,
whatever you want to call this,
interns.
they've left,
Internship?
and
Paid internship?
We certainly allocated compensation. for
then it
your
looks
time.
like the whole payment of the internship thing comes up,
Smaller now.
and that's kind of how our heroes kind of, I guess, wind up staying.
Sick.
Despite the better judgment of
That does
Adrian,
open up the
who's,
subject of
you know, he's an
equipment,
officer
I
in training,
suppose.
he's thinking, okay,
I'm
we
sure
need to
you've
back up
noticed the
or
issue
to
seems
report
to have
this, but obviously the
escalated
company
faster
knows
than
they've
our
been
projections.
doing something illegal this whole time.
They've
So,
already breached the inner wall.
and there's kind of,
One phone call and I can have the entire
I
police
guess
force
one of
in 30
the
minutes
chefs, or whatever you want to call it, looks like a chef,
away.
has the apron on,
hoping to
that's
handle
saying
this
that,
one
yeah,
internally.
they've kind of broken out of whatever containment that we've had set up for them. We need them killed and destroyed.
Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
Whoa, slow your roll there, Chief. I get that you're trying to play this by the book.
So,
It's the law.
Victoria's saying, slow it down,
For sure.
Adrian, we can take care of this.
Ingest gig
You don't gotta
before
play
you
everything
sign
by the
on to
book.
Academy, right?
Right?
It's how I
You
pay
sign
my
up for the
bills.
ingest gig before joining the academy. Let's go
Seems to
take
me
care of
you owe
this.
a little
Talks him
loyalty to
into
the
it. She's a
corporation
pretty
who
girl.
made
You
your
know how
big
things go.
dream possible.
That does make sense. In a way.
So she convinces him.
That's going on your tab.
As I was saying,
And then obviously the scientists, the people behind the organization are also kind of also trying to talk them into
I haven't met a
them
monster
into
my guitar
kind of
can't
taking
shred
care
in
of their
tears.
mistake here.
Hey, Chief, you still messing around with that potato gun?
The Sportcaster? It's in my van.
Wonderful.
Glad that's settled. Go collect your equipment and report back. You start immediately.
All right, so they obviously need equipment to take care, take care of this problem. A little on-the-job training. They're gonna put them into the field right away here. So mission 0, job training.
Meters running. Testing.
Bon appetit.
Testing. Can you guys hear us okay?
And I guess they're speaking to the scientists, the researchers are speaking to them through either the loudspeakers or probably something in their ears they've kind of set up to be able to communicate with them all while our heroes are fighting.
Feeling for moving through the facility. You can run and crouch, jump,
And this is the
fire your
way
weapon.
that the game kind of
Where do you think you're going?
gives us a tutorial. And again, this is the one-player mode. When I play this 2 players in the past, obviously our coworker does not just kind of run off into the front. So, but yeah, this game's it's really smooth. It's pretty to look at. Has too much of a it feels too cartoony to me though. To be honest with you, kind of playing this game, it's a little bit too cartoonish for me. So it kind of makes it kind of, I don't know, it's like a little awkward for me when playing. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel real enough to me. But obviously, yeah. What is real? It's a video game, and you have the stories with spiders and dinosaurs. But it just has kind of a really the look is too clean. So not that it's not real enough necessarily, but it's almost too cleaned up. I almost prefer more of a grungy type look to a lot of these games. Kind of like a Contra type feel and look is what I'm looking for. So, obviously this is no Contra, but it kind of gives you that Contra type vibe when you're playing it. But this is no Contra.
It's cutting edge.
It's a little bit too clean and polished. It's too much of a polished look to make me kind of really feel like I'm doing much. If that makes sense to you guys.
If you get hit, an upgraded weapon will revert. And if you
They're kind of talking us through how the upgrade system works with the weapons. If you grab the same weapon twice, we'll upgrade it to a more powerful, effective, level of itself.
meal for you. It's a little bit under-seasoned, but Spidersaur meat is
So
naturally juicy
to
without
restore your
giving
life,
away.
there's
Go on, try it
pieces
out.
of meat that they've kind of
Genetic
scattered and
information
dropped.
stored in that meat should interact with your internal structure and unlock a new ability.
But I've played this game a little bit on and off, not too much. Not a big fan of this one.
At some point.
So eating this meat gives us the power to scale walls, climbing.
Weird aftertaste.
Congratulations, you've evolved.
Success! Yes, you can now climb on most walls and ceilings. Unless, of course, the surface is covered in
Yeah,
a
so we
slippery
can
slime.
scale walls now. But as I was saying, this is no Contra. I was looking for it to give me that sort of Contra feel.
Is this going to interfere with my
Just
training?
doesn't do it, I think, and I think it's just more so of the look. I feel like it's too polished of like a side scroller action type game like this.
With the techniques we've discussed and your new abilities, you should be able to secure this sector without much trouble.
See you back in the briefing room. Over and out.
And I'm not a big fan of the whole rock and roll theme. It just seemed almost a little bit too childish slash kiddie. You know, at least with Contra, it kind of gives me that military type vibe with Contra, like a Predator type vibe, military. This is like, okay, we found two rock and rollers, you know, who, you know, she's shooting this out of her guitar, you know, to do this. It just doesn't feel, yeah, again, real enough, but again, obviously what's real in a video game with spiders and dinosaurs, right? But this is a cool game. If I guess if you have, you know, you have someone else to play with, you know, playing one player, I don't think I get much out of it. If you have somebody else to play with and you kind of like these type of games, go ahead. You know, the Apple Arcade doesn't have too many of these, so this is one of the few options you have for games like this. So, yeah, this is what you're gonna get. And this is pretty much the boss of like kind of this final mission here. I think I wind up dying. But that really does it for my review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check back frequently because I'm always, you know, releasing new videos. I try to drop a new video review every day.
So like what?
And as always, you can't win if you don't play.
Okay, down and jump. Here goes nothing.